Ashley Smith's over in Indianapolis at the Speedway over there, and Ashley, you got the experience it before us, and it was kind of cool hearing what you guys were hearing, and I was wondering if we were going to match it,
and
you know, a few minutes later, and we did, absolutely. It's super cool.
Yeah, I just love that everybody had a very similar experience, even if it was in a different location. Everybody really enjoyed it. So here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, we've got still some astronauts that are here right now. So I'm joined by former NASA astronaut Drew Feustel. How'd I do?
Great.
Okay, thank God. Okay, so tell me about your experience. You know, and I also want to know about, you know, what it was like in the International Space Station. I know you weren't there, but explain that to us as well.
Well, so I liked what you said about everybody coming together and having the same experience. This was an opportunity for all of humanity, or at least in North America, to experience something together as one people, you know, have that same sort of cosmic experience, which is great because it doesn't happen very often. The International Space Station is a similar place. We call it the International Space Station because it's a place where nations come together to work, you know, for a common goal and for the greater good, which was amazing. On the space station, they had a very different experience than we did. They looked down on the Earth and they saw a shadow passing across the nation. We were actually in the shadow. So when they looked down, we were in the blackness that they saw rapidly traveling across the Earth. If they were to look up at the moon and the sun at the same time that we did, they would have seen what we saw because they're only 250 miles away from us. But when they look down, they see what's in the shadow, and that was all of us. It was really amazing.
I just think it's so interesting how we learned a lot about this. You know, even if as citizen scientists, you know, we were gathering our own data. I was measuring the temperature. It dropped quite a bit, but did it live up to your expectations? What did you think?
Oh, it was amazing. This was the first time I've seen a total solar eclipse. I've seen a few other eclipses, one in Kingston, Ontario, one in Paris, France, and this one. And to be here at the Speedway as a Purdue Boilermaker and a motorsports fan and an astronaut scientist, this just brought everything together for me and my experiences, which was incredible. Here with my wife, who's also a Purdue graduate. To be here with this community was great. It's just super special and I think unique across the nation.
You know, we also were talking about how young kids maybe got interested in STEM and maybe they may pursue a career in that, and even if they don't, maybe they just learned something today. Did you notice that there were a lot of young people?
I did, and you know, as an astronaut, I wish people would spend more time looking up over the street signs to think about what our place is in space and how Earth is our only home. When astronauts see the planet, they feel a real sense of vulnerability, and you realize that is the only place that harbors life. And what we learned today was, without that sun, we don't exist. I mean, that sun is very important for our planet. It's 98 million miles away, and when it got blocked by the moon, it got cold and it got dark. So I hope that people were inspired to learn more about science, technology, research, you know, to look at our physical world around us and try to understand that more. And to believe more in the things that they see and experience and feel than the things they read.
That was so well said, and I'm glad that you were one of our last interviews because that was a great way to cap it all off. Thank you so much, and I really appreciate your time. Okay, so we're going to wrap it up here from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Now, coming up at 6, we'll talk to an IndyCar driver, so stay tuned for that. For now, I'm going to send it back to Rob and Tricia. Hopefully, you guys are learning something today as well.